So this here is where the magic begins. Here you can see the cocoa tree, or as we know here in Dominica, the cacao tree. This one is a bit reddish in colors. The one that we actually use is when it gets ripe, it turns yellow. But I just wanted to show you guys a tree. Here are actual pictures of what it looks like when it's ripe. You can see the yellow pods, and that's what it looks like when it's cut open. A fun fact is you can actually suck on these like a little delicacy or a little snack. So first my uncle is gonna wash the seeds. He's gonna try to get rid of the white film that's on the surface of the seeds so that it dries better and it roasts better. Whilst washing, he's getting rid of also the little bits and pieces from the pods, as well as some seeds that are hollow, so he's gonna get rid of them. So you're starting to see a better outline of the seeds, but it's still not yet done. You can still see the layer of white that's on there. So the first wash is complete. Now he's gonna do a second washing, and he's also got another pail of water for the third washing. Not everyone is as elaborate as this, but he prefers to do it that way.
Mawai mawai seryosa gardener. Yeah.
So he's gonna use this piece of galvanized to put the cocoa seeds on there, and he's putting it in an area that's exposed to sunlight so that they can dry properly. And whilst it's also in the sunlight, you also have to check on it at multiple points during the day to run your hands through it to ensure that the seeds are properly dried. You also have to be mindful of the rain because if the rain gets to it, it's gonna cause it to rot, and you don't want your product to be wasted. So every evening you put it inside, and every morning you put it out for sun exposure. And this is what it looks like whilst it's being dried. It's not fully dried yet, so you still have to run your hands through it in order for everything to get the sun. And this is what it looks like when it's finally dried. And see, it's fully brown and dried up. It's ready to be roasted. So today we are roasting, and my uncle has placed it into this large pan that was once used for frying. Some people use a pot. The brown on the seed is actually its skin or its protective layer, so the roasting process cracks it open so that it's easily peeled. While it's roasting, my uncle is also testing some out by peeling them, so you can see the darker brown ones in there. You also have to constantly check on it while it's on the fire so that they don't burn and that the others also get to be cooked. So this is the fireplace that we call the foyer d'Ife. My mother calls it the helicopter. I don't know who else calls it that. Yeah, so this has been used from since I can remember by our ancestors, and some people still use it today. Use it to smoke, or use it to roast, or whatever it is that we need roasted or dried. And that's a nutmeg spice that we're gonna put into the cacao while it's being pounded for flavor. Cooking in a fouille has not just been a traditional practice, but it's also been an alternative when it comes to you not being able to afford gas or you're unable to get gas for whatever reason. Or also when you're cooking things that require a lot of boiling and you don't want to waste your cooking gas. So this here is what you call a mortar, or in a local term, a pilon. And that's what we're going to use to pound the cacao seeds. This has been carved from thick wood, as you can see. It is very durable and strong, and this has been here for years. And the other part to it is what we call the mash pilon. It's this long and thick piece of wood. It carries its own weight. The head is rounded in a way so that it makes the pounding process easier. This has also been made from very strong wood, and it's also beautiful as well. So that's the pillow and its mash pillow. This is actually one of my favorite Kalinago traditional tool. So the cacao is finally done roasting, and my uncle is gonna take it out from the fire and lay it out on this crocus bag that he got. So this roasted cacao, some of it, you may see that it's burnt. So we don't use those. We throw them away because it can give the cacao a bitter taste, or it can make it dark, much darker than necessary. And the peeling process begins. So it's like you're slightly pinching it so that you can reveal the layer and get rid of it. Sometimes the cocoa, when it's overly roasted, it breaks, but it's still useful. And here, as you can see, it's broken, but it's still brown and good. Here, I'm just picking up those that are already peeled. Beautiful seeds, beautiful seeds. I remember the days when we used to go by our grandmother. It used to take us all afternoon. We'd go around 2 o'clock and we'd leave around 6 in the evening because she had lots of cacao, lots more than this right here. This activity just creates a wonderful bonding experience. So now that we've almost done after like an eternity, and here's what we got. And now it's time for pounding. My uncle is using the mash pillow to pound the seeds and grind them into fine pieces until we get the finished product. This part as well takes a lot of time, but it takes a lot more energy. My uncle is pounding the nutmeg, but this one is spoiled, so it's not good for use. Now my uncle is gonna grate the nutmeg for an even more potent taste. Um, the grater isn't dirty, it's just from remaining of cocoa that was already grinded there. I hate using this side of the grater. One wrong move and your finger is nicked. The entire pounding process took about an hour. Imagine that. And that, my friends, is how our ancestors used to stay fit and strong. And as it's pounding, it's gonna keep getting finer and finer, as shown here. And it was time for a little snack. And upon my return, this is what it has already been turned into. The constant pounding turned it into this softness, and it's starting to show a bit of oil. This is my favorite part when you start seeing the product take shape. Another one of my favorite part is when you're pounding and the product keeps climbing up on the sides, and then you push it in the middle and you just keep on pounding. It's so satisfying to watch. Look. It's getting finer. It's getting finer. Look at that buttery texture. If you are enjoying the process thus far, remember to leave a like or a comment. And also don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Pues finica, man. This is truly a good bicep, tricep, and shoulder workout, man.
prima figlia gli obblighi di primo.
And we are done with the pounding process. So next we're going to roll this into individual sticks so that we can use it for tea or for sale. In our case, it's for the personal use of making tea. My uncle is going to scoop this out and place it into a bowl so that I can carry over to my mother to roll into sticks. I'm gonna give you a short embarrassing story. When we used to make cacao with my grandma, my mom herself, and my aunt, they used to take the remnant that's left in the mortar and they used to rub it onto the skin. And I used to think that was odd until recently it dawned on me that, hey, this is actually cocoa butter. That's why cocoa butter is made. Yeah, that was an embarrassing realization on my part. Moving on. My mom is now gonna roll these into sticks.
Yeah.
He just finished doing it.
Yeah, pilih.
Yeah.
Eh, yan ang fast. Kakaw. Liwat yung saway mo.
She's gonna use her large kalinago hands and slap these into formation. You don't wanna catch these hands because they're gonna factory reset your brain. Mother is making these into large sticks because she doesn't like to hold little things in her hands. Other people make them much smaller, but that's how she prefers them.
Jangan kita yang nak kita jauh kita malah dia apa. Dua yang mungkin malah dia.
Outfits malah sih.
Ya. Sisa.
And this here is our finished product. Here is our dark chocolate sticks or our cacao sticks as we locally call them. These are still soft, so we're gonna place them in the fridge until they get solid. So after 3 whole days of this entire process, our chocolate or cacao is finally complete. Thank you so much for watching and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time.